Bonjour, allez, la fête est gagnée.
Je vais lécher le chat.
And Bison.
Yes! Yes! I will get those Street Fighters.
Did we beat Whitby Gothic style?
We beat Whitby Gothic style. They actually did a reply to us. And they were like, thank you so much for plugging us on your new channel.
Hello and welcome to Life After Gaming. My name's Stu. To my far left I have
Stu.
to his right,
James.
and to his right,
Mitch.
and today we have a special guest. We have Adam.
Hello.
Fuck
Say
me,
hello.
special.
Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
It's all about the enthusiasm here.
James has decided that he's too famous to be on here now after one podcast.
Yeah, well, the podcast did gangbusters. I mean, we went double platinum within 2 hours.
Did we
Smash the fucking shit
Did we
out
beat
of
Whitby Gothic style?
We beat Whitby Gothic style. They actually did a reply to us. And they were like, thank you so much for plugging us on your new channel.
I think, aside from Gangnam Style, I was a bit concerned about his record being beaten as well.
Yeah, no, well, Cy
It won't be long. It'll be within the hour.
Cy called me, and he was like, look, James.
Step the fuck off, alright? Step the fuck off.
You plugged Whitby, what about me?
I appreciate that you're trying to do something new, but you just lay it off. And I was like, well, I can't do that. It's not up to me.
I'm sorry, the world has spoken.
I think you're going to have to walk through Stu. And then he called me back again.
Well, this is a fictional conversation that never happened.
No, it definitely happened.
But I do think we should say thank you to everybody who did listen to us and plugged us last week. It was very kind of you.
All six.
all six of you a couple of hundred times.
No, it was all six of them plus the 120,000 we listened to.
Yeah, I mean, I listened
Well,
to
the
it
100 times I listened to it on my own, on every device I own, plus the 4 people we got to plug it, has given us listeners. We've got listeners across the world now, and we just like to say hello and thanks for joining us. I've got to plug our podcast now because if we don't do it, no one will. On our page, if you go to the bottom right, you have a subscribe in iTunes button, and above that, you have the Facebook and Twitter buttons. If you use those, you can post us, embed us, whatever you like. If you like us, please share us. So I think we'll start this week the same way we started last week, which is talking about our weeks. I put it out to you again. Who would like to go first?
James.
I went first last time.
James, to go
I'm
first.
pretty
last time.
sure, we know he was talking to Si all week, right?
Let's hand it to the new guy.
Actually, yeah, we have a special guest. You can go first.
Okay, cool. So I'm now being told I need to actually prepare for this E3 trip I've managed to win.
Well, start
Talk
from
about
the beginning. What do you mean?
Yeah, hold
Well,
on,
basically,
take a minute.
I've been successful in winning a trip to E3 with my company, which is really, really awesome. But I haven't actually done anything about it, and I need to.
Well,
but the
what
rest of
happened was he found a shiny dollar in the sewer. And he went to his company and he pulled out his little chocolate bar.
He's got to go.
I gotta go. Yes.
If you want some raspberry, there's some down there in that shop.
It's not raspberry.
Raspberry.
It's scissor.
Okay, so you won a trip to E3.
Yep.
He's got a little twinkle in his eye.
What did you win it for? What is it you won it for?
My awesome customer service.
Wait, you didn't turn it around though.
Technically, it was custody service, but
Cool. So what are you hoping to see at E3?
How to file games.
How to file games.
He's there. He's the centre of attraction. Carry on.
I want to see.
Go on, tickets.
Obviously, we've got the 2 new consoles coming out. We've got the new PS4 and what everyone's calling the 720. I don't think it's going to be called that.
No, new Xbox. They're going to go Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call that at all. Apparently, the code name is Durango.
So it's definitely going to be called
like-
Durango.
If they-
What, Jamie Foxx? Say in the end again an awful lot.
The D side.
no, I read some rumours this morning as well, but the code name is Durango, and apparently they're planning all this, keeping it online all the time, keeping Kinect plugged in, and it sounds awful.
Boring. What's your week like?
Well, my week. It was interesting, to say the least. What was okay, but we did have a conversation with one of the guys I work with, and you know when you have one situation where you think something's funny until you're out in the real world.
Podcast.
Like a podcast, yeah. Well, me and one of the guys I work with kind of enjoy the movie Deliverance. And there are certain bits in it which you probably know which ones they are.
And those are the bits you enjoy the
That were
most.
quite funny. And
What bit do you
I feel
find
like you
funny?
should explain
Yeah,
them,
please,
Jason.
please elaborate. What part do you find funny?
basically the rape scenes.
That's got the comedy gold.
Hang on.
Slow down there. So you find a man raping another man funny?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about it.
Good. I'm glad you're blunt.
Just in the film or in everyday life?
I don't enjoy sodomy. I don't want to see a man be sodomized. But in this situation, it was really funny because he made him squeal like a pig, and that whole scene was quite hilarious. But before we had that couldn't go off better any time. Basically, my text message sound at the moment is at the beginning of the scene. One of the country guys makes the fatter one strip down to his pants, and just gets down to his pants. He's going to be confused, and he goes, "Why don't you just drop them pants, take them right off?"
Right.
There are certain times when you don't want that text message on your phone.
So that's your text message tone. Let's be clear about that.
That's my text message tone at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. So your text message tone is, "Why don't you drop them panties?"
Yeah, take them right off.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So, event number one. Scenario number one, James. The first
Scenario
time it
number
happened.
one: a police officer came into the store, and I had to give a witness statement. Long story, just said he's there about that. Halfway through giving the witness statement, it goes off. So it was actually quite an attractive female police officer as well, which is quite annoying. And being all serious, just going, "Oh, well, this
What
is
was his name?
blah, blah, blah." It was Frank.
Nice.
Yeah, but she was just going off all businessy, trying to be the management man I am, and then that goes off, and you just have to give the awkward silence of let me just drop them pants, take them right off, try to play it down, just going.
How do you play that down?
You just kind of pretend it didn't happen. And yeah. And the second time that happened, and it happened quite a lot, is when I go to the gym.
His male-only changing rooms.
In the mail-only changing room, there's no network in there. Like, you put it in the locker and it completely dies out. But the second you take it out of the locker, it gets network straight away. And you can't put it on silent before it happens. And then there were like 10 half-naked men standing around me.
Flopping
And
their
then
phalluses in general directions.
Just out of nowhere, my phone just starts going constantly every 2 seconds. Why don't you just drop them pants, take them right off? Why don't you just drop them pants, take it right off? They're all looking at me and it's just like, well, don't worry about it.
So basically, we just have to wait for you to go to the gym,
Yeah.
and we just text you a lot while you're working out, and then as soon
And
as
then
you
the end
get
of
changed,
it comes
we're gonna
out,
see-
and then
eventually going to get you buggered.
Like,
I don't.
Is that how you think it happens? Like, you're in a changing room, your text message tone, which might, insinuate rape in a film, happens, and then someone goes, "Oh, well, better bug you now then."
Adam, what are you doing with your phone there? Are you subscribing to a recent gym? Is that what you want to go and join up?
Oh, what?
Never mind.
I've suspended my membership for my gym. I've seen too much stuff. It's just no.
What?
Too many
That was a
weird people.
fucking insight that was.
Too many weird
What
people
gym
in my
do you
gym.
go to?
Things just got really dark.
Alright, that kind of situation did see a really weird thing. I don't know if this is gonna be really. I don't know if this is gonna be really racist or just stereotypical. But there's an Asian man in there, and he had the biggest penis I think I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, couple of things we have to talk
Oh,
about.
you're
Here.
gonna lie about that? That's gonna hell out of me.
Why are you looking at his dick?
You're not. They're walking around naked all the time. That's what they do.
You always tripped on it, yeah?
No, it's just.
I think we should probably skip off this conversation. There's pictures in the room which you're obviously very.
What, you referring to my picture of Tanetta?
I don't even know who that is.
Tanetta,
How do you not know what
can we have a moment of silence for Tanetta? Thank you very much. That guy is a genius.
Okay.
I think genius is a light word to describe.
I believe so.
Crazy with ability to get pictures on the internet. I think would be more.
I can't really put that picture on the internet, but.
Well, he does. I reckon you can.
Actually, I'll probably just link his page. I'll link
Yeah.
his page. But Tanetta is a musician that we found on YouTube once.
Musician's a bit of a loose term. I'll,
he's-
give,
he's-
Performance
artist.
I'll give you
Performance
artist. I'll let you have
We'll
that.
take artist. He's an artiste from about 3 years ago that we have enjoyed watching him grow throughout the years. I suppose the best way to put it. I'll link his page. I'll link his page in the comment section of the podcast, so you can see who we're talking about. But we have a picture of him on our side, who's wearing he's adjusting his mask, as it says on the back of the picture, with a blonde wig on, and his
Phallus.
It says
His
light
penis
in
is
there.
out.
his members out. his dick's out. And that was James's Christmas present.
And that is on.
And you're still very welcome for it.
Yeah, well, I do enjoy it, but I mean, The thing was, it was like
Special
scumbags
jingle
to you. At that time, they were really pushing for me to go and meet a girl, or go out and meet girls and everything.
I remember this time.
Yeah, oh, Jake, you need to go find a girl, you need a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Because everyone else is in wonderful, happy relationships, and there's just me that apparently is sad and lonely and crying and
Yes,
constantly
girls,
masturbating.
he's single.
Yeah.
If you hadn't worked out already.
Yeah. He's single and desperate, crying.
And now famous, apparently.
Yeah. He's loaded!
But anyway, it was just like, this scumbag Stu tries to get a girlfriend, then buys me a framed picture of a half-naked man dressed as a woman to put in my room.
Do you not feel like that was a push to try and go out and meet other women?
It was either going to go one way or the
Other
other.
woman, that's not a woman! It's a man!
Alright, to meet women then.
Well, bring them back here and
Maybe he was
go,
trying to scare you away.
here's my sparkly Jesus, here's my Dalek, here's my half-naked man.
Now let's get it on!
I think all they actually did is impress his sister and scare his parents, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, they'd already seen Tanetta once before when we were on holiday.
Okay, explain that situation. How did that come about?
On the back of my work tag, I had a picture. I've got a picture of Tanetta doing that bit from Silence of the Lambs. You know, when he tucked his member behind him and he's like, "Will you do me?" Done that on the back of my tag. And I left my wallet on the side, and I said I'd get around him, but I was away, and I completely forgot about it. I told my mum to go and pick up my wallet and take some money out of it. And then the first thing she picked out was this half-naked man with a mask on, and tucked it behind.
How did you explain that one away?
I just said it was Tanetta. I didn't have to really explain it. I mean,
And she went, oh, of course.
Okay.
They were fully aware
I
of
think
what's going on.
I think she's just waiting for me to come out. I think that's what's really happening.
It sounds like you're seeing someone on the side and
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, James. We're all waiting for you to come out. this podcast is actually an intervention.
Yeah.
You're amongst friends now.
Just was friends. I gotta tell you guys, I really do have a hankering for some penis.
Deep set burning.
A deep urge. I mean,
Well, you and Stu have been spending a lot of time together this week. So other Stu, so you know. Maybe you could work on that.
Bit of the
I
cottaging.
don't know.
Yeah, let's be clear, I haven't spent no time with him. Apart from on Minecraft, but we'll go to that later.
He's not my type, right?
Knocking up some sort of Beetlejuice video, yeah?
Yeah, I wish that was me. Oh, that was good. So anything else? Anything else of note happen?
I went cottaging.
There we go.
It's gone from
while we're on the
penis.
subject of dicks, here we go. Cottaging.
This is my issue with the word cottaging.
Sorry, can you put subtitles on? I can't understand you, Farmer Giles.
Fuck you.
Can you also explain what it exactly is?
Right, so cottaging, as most people know it, is a gay sexual reference for people who wait around in toilets.
Yeah, that's
For
what
other men.
cottaging is.
No, I mean, why?
That's how I known it.
Because
Right?
that's what it is.
Because I went to a cottage for a weekend.
Yeah, but that's not
And just hung out
cottaging.
with
That's
some people that I know.
you're going to a cottage.
Yeah.
Performing
you-
the act of cottaging and going to a
That's-
cottage are two different things.
But
That's like
which
a
one
weekend
did you
getaway
do?
kind of thing.
I did the going to a cottage
He got,
and just
he got
drinking.
slammed
stuff.
in the ass by
I
some
did-
big man called Dave.
But why is it called
cottaging?
No, you go to a cottage. You're in a cottage. You're not cottaging. That sounds like you're like doing
In all
something to the
fairness-
cottage.
Out of all of you, who doesn't know what cottaging is?
Well, I do now.
Okay, explain it.
He didn't know what it was called, but he's done it a couple of times.
What's
Well-
cottaging to the way you understand
But the
it?
way that he's just explained it was that you're basically waiting in the toilet so you can try and meet someone to hook up with, have sex with, in the same gender.
Okay, that's not how I understand it. What do you think cottaging is?
Pretty much
Which
the
one?
same.
The same. Waiting for a man to have sex.
No,
Well,
you
No,
arrange
you
it.
arranged, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That
Oh,
makes
I don't know.
sense.
Do you?
Meet me in the public toilet
Well,
up on.
As a
Hartley
connoisseur
Plain.
of all things cottaging,
Thatched, wicker roofs, slate tiles.
Is this I think this is part of the term. What kind of sex is, what kind of roof is got, is
It's
it?
generally involving a glory hole, I imagine.
Alright.
No, basically you fucking
I-
like that roof.
he imagines.
Fair enough.
Inverted commas.
I
I
went.
don't know.
I
I'm
went,
always looking the other way when it happens.
I went to what I would describe as a much better use of the word cottaging on a cottage
Yeah,
holiday.
you went to a cottage. You went to
Yeah, so
a
you
cottage.
went into
The
cottage.
English
yeah.
language allows for that word to be defined very
I've
differently.
got a better idea for you.
I
When you go
went to a
somewhere, just
cottage.
say I went away somewhere. Don't say something that could be interpreted as
No,
a gay
no.
kind of.
Can we wrangle this back in a minute? Because on this cottaging weekend or whatever he did,
Yes, he's up for it. Gents.
Wait, who went with you?
Just the Mrs.
a group of men.
Okay, there was a... I was just making
You're
sure.
not sure, they were just waiting.
But did you or did you not film a Harlem Shake and edit it on your phone like all the
I
professionals?
didn't edit it on my phone.
Well, let's not reel it back. Let's wait for that to come because I know that part's coming. But we do need to talk about the word
Okay,
Why do we need to
before
talk
we
about
move on,
because
I
I don't
want to
understand.
underline that by saying because of that video I hate you.
Fine.
Carry
Well,
on.
you can. No one knows what you're talking about. Now we have to link it in YouTube.
No, that's fine. I
What, the
made
Harlem Shake of cottaging?
no. I made a Harlem Shake video, but I made it on the behest of other people. I didn't go, hey everybody, it's like I've got a really good
I
idea.
bet you did.
Let's make a
Wait,
Harlem
were you stood there just doing that part?
No, that wasn't
beginning.
me.
There you go.
Per-
Everybody
We
cottage.
went around for
Everybody
we
cottage.
went to the cottage.
Everybody Harlem Shake. What am I talking about?
Could
No.
you make a YouTube video on how to cottage? Because this would be quite an interesting thing to do.
It'd be more you porn, and it'd be only subscriber would be you.
No, his would be really boring. How to cottage, find some friends, go to a cottage.
Yes, that's the kind of
what I
cottaging.
meant.
That's the kind of cottaging I want to do.
Bullet
yeah.
point presentation, cottage, find one.
My name is Mitch. I went cottaging. It was great.
Friends plus cottage equals good times.
Fun times, y'all.
Other use of cottage, George Michael public toilet. Questionable tie boy.
If you could do the first one and not the second one.
I did the second one. I did.
You did the second one.
Wait,
George Michael questionable tie boy in the toilet.
No, wait. No. No, I went to.
Instantly, when it's
So
a
someone-
toilet,
Mitch,
start singing
Mitch,
"Let's Go Outside."
Are we both coming out in this one?
Oh shit.
I know a really nice. I know a nice
No,
story.
Whoa.
one at a time. Come on, one at a time.
I went on a third. There was a 30-year-old. Oh, this is going wrong.
30-year-old in the toilet.
Okay, so basically, Mitch went to a cottage. This is about as exciting as it gets.
Yeah. I had a weekend where I went to a cottage for a friend's 30th birthday.
Okay,
We made a Harlem Shake video.
I saw it, and I hate it.
Again, not at my behest.
But not only did you make it, you were in it.
Yeah, well, everyone was in it.
Are we still talking about cottaging and being in people?
No, we're talking about the Harlem Shake, and I'm pretty sure last week I gave you all a taste of my distaste. With the
Yeah, no, I agree.
Actually, I
I
think we should film one. I think we should do one right now.
do one now.
Right now, because
Okay.
you love it so much.
Okay, here we go. We're doing the Harlem Shake right now.
No, I'm not a big fan of the Harlem Shake myself. However,
I find that racist.
there was a number of people who wanted to do one, and as the only person with any ability to video edit, it came to me to make the video.
How did that?
What were you with?
How did
A bunch
that
of
make
fucking
you go in the video as well,
flicks?
What?
though? If you were just offering to edit it, why did you then go in the video?
Everyone was in it.
Okay.
So you
Naked,
had to be
sodomizing.
peer pressure, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've just got this image of like everyone just sitting in this cottage having a nice time in the background. Hey guys, you know what'd be really fun to do?
Just pulling on sleeves.
It's just like, oh, Harlem Shake. Oh, who else wants to do that? That'd be a great idea. Whose idea was that? Oh, I think it's stupid.
It's only a month away.
Have you ever seen this video?
It's crazy, isn't it?
I've not
Wouldn't it be
seen
weird if we all
Mitch's
just did
video.
this? If we just all just did this? If we all just started doing it? Come on, guys.
But we'll
Nah.
do without any music, because that's what the cool kids do.
Yeah, we're hipsters.
Did you edit in the music later, or did they?
Yeah, I did the music.
So it was no sound when you did it.
No, someone had their phone playing the sound,
Oh,
and we
okay.
danced
Alright,
to the
that makes
sound.
it a little bit.
And then I dubbed the sound and
Oh,
over,
okay, cool.
over the top.
By the sounds of it, there's no internet in this cottage, so I don't think there's much.
There was
on
no
the lines
internet.
of
There was no
any
There's
internet.
no free
devices.
Wi-Fi in public toilets, is
No,
there?
we're in the middle of like Launceston. There was no any signal. There was no phone signal.
Where's Launceston?
Launceston.
Cornwall, from the valleys.
Down in them south areas.
Yeah. They're
So-
pretty Cornish over in.
They are.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
pretty Cornish in Cornwall.
yeah. That's the second most Cornish place in Cornwall.
What's the first?
I don't know, but it must be somewhere.
Surely Penzance is the most Cornish place in Cornwall.
Why?
Why?
It's the furthest down.
I think you'll probably find
It's the
Land's
fur-
End.
it's the
Well,
furthest.
by
You
the-
know,
by
you know
that-
why they call Land's End Land's
Oh,
End?
yeah, but
Because it's at the end of the fucking land.
Penzance, a lot more people live in that area.
By that logic,
By quantity.
I think you should probably check your facts.
by that logic, South Africa is the most African part of Africa. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No. The Penzance slogan, Penzance, more Cornish by mass.
We do pasties right.
We're real South. Oh, Christ.
Right, Stu's week. We haven't had Stu's week.
Let's
My
talk
week?
Big Stew.
Wow.
What's your week?
I'm gonna.
By the way, I just want to point out, because I haven't mentioned it all night and I've been saving it, but he's wearing a Lionel Richie t-shirt. It's fucking great.
I was wondering if this was something special for tonight.
It's,
Pretty much. I would like to big shout out to my friend Matthew for it. He supplied me a Christmas present a couple of years ago. It was. My week's been
are
pretty
you
standard.
whoring out? Are you whoring yourself out for goods?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm up for sponsorship.
If anyone wants to give me,
wants
if anyone wants to give me any merchandise, I will plug you on the show.
Yeah, and I probably will wear it because I'm poor.
Yeah,
The 5 people that are listening, you know what's
There
up
you
now.
go. If any of you are clothing providers, please let me know. Last week was pretty hard. I worked like a 9-day stretch, which is great fun.
Oh,
In a
boo,
week?
fucking who?
Yeah, shut your fucking mouth. However, I did spend most of the week whoring this podcast out across the Twitter, and
Really?
I
yeah,
didn't see it once.
Yeah, I didn't see it on my
yeah,
list.
you fucking did. Nice t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't follow you on Twitter.
You should do.
I did not see a single tweet from you.
Anyway, you did not one.
Not one tweet.
All right, is it because you didn't look at Twitter?
Probably, but
But there's a couple of bits on here that I do want to address before we go any further. Just 'cause I can.
Oh god, what are you about to do?
he's got a PowerPoint presentation on it.
What the hell?
Basically, first of all, I would like to say thank you to the Hate Me Gaming crew for doing the plug for us.
Oh yes,
yeah.
let's give a big
Yeah,
thank you
that
to Tim and Spike particularly as
And
well.
Monkey.
And Monkey, especially Monkey, he made us a video and everything.
Who?
Really?
Yeah,
Monkey,
there's a
Mike.
vloggy with us mentioned.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that. Yeah.
It's very sweet of you, thank you.
Axel from Hate Me Gaming basically wants us to discuss favourite moments in gaming and gaming or guilty pleasures. Sorry,
Okay,
gaming.
well-
When did we start up like a live and kicking email?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Look, we'll try it out
No,
and
we
see if
asked
it
the
works.
question.
Georgia from Norfolk asks, who's your favourite member of Five?
We'll get to those later, but yeah, carry on.
Was it Juggernaut Stew said that he loves sex and poles? I don't know if that's some sort of racial thing going on.
Why would that be racial? Like,
Uh-huh.
where's the race?
Yeah,
in
wait.
that?
No, do you like Polish
Poles,
people?
Polish people.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Sorry, that's not where my mind goes. You see,
Matt Innes said
That's
that
where
we
mine
should,
goes.
That was you guys.
Mine goes dicks.
Matt Innes has said we should mention about the Samsung S4 keynote that was this week.
We won't
The
do that.
Nexus
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Yes.
Can we just make a brief mention that it's the S3 with
It's
like
the same
2
phone.
extra features?
Yeah, no, a bigger.
4 extra processors though.
Can we
no,
just also say that Matt Innes, for plugging, and I will plug you as well. Matt Innes has a blog at the moment. Can you read the address up for it?
Nerds are-
Nerds Earth, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Nerds Inherit the Earth. We'll put it at the bottom of the podcast so you can see
Yeah,
it
you can
yourself.
follow him.
Definitely have a look. It's
Yeah,
very
you can
good.
follow him at Nerds Earth as well.
He's a good lad. And also the Hate Me Gaming crew, we'll give a plug to those guys as well.
Maybe. Maybe to all of them.
There is a small army.
Basically, we'll join the council. We'll find out if the council of 12 will allow us to make a decision on whether we should plug these people.
Yeah.
And if James allows it,
Daddy needs his cut.
This time next week we'll all be wearing Hate Me Gaming t-shirts. And then Matt Innes again has said about we should talk about Gears, Bioshock and Walking Dead. No. Other than that,
So we can't really do much on Bioshock. There's no reviews for it,
Oh, yeah,
so we've
true.
got nothing about
it
it.
looks pretty though.
Walking Dead
very
got
pretty.
slated.
The highlight of my life was I've managed to live. Well, my highlight of my week, sorry, is that I managed to live through it by driving through lots and lots of fucking water.
That's
And we
terrifying.
literally almost died like 7 times on the way in tonight. So yeah, that's about it.
I'm glad you can make well of that.
So Stuart,
Risking his life to
that's
be here, guys.
mighty sexy t-shirt you're wearing.
Thank you very much.
What happened with your week?
What's that?
This is a Neil Before Zod t-shirt. And I got this for Christmas 2 years ago. Stu can't let it go. He says I never wear it. I wear it basically weekly. So how many times have you seen this t-shirt?
I haven't seen that t-shirt before.
I've never seen that
You
t-shirt.
know-
I've seen it around.
I had to import
live
that
with
from
him.
America.
Stu got really upset. He always claims I don't wear this t-shirt, like because I didn't wear it immediately the second he gave it to me. He gave me the t-shirt. I was like, why aren't you wearing it? Why aren't you wearing it?
Do you wear his t-shirts?
Why would I wear a t-shirt? He doesn't do his laundry.
No, the ones he buys you.
He's got one t-shirt he's bought me, the Stewie Griffin and Scarface, and yeah, I did
Which
wear
I-
it.
Which I kept.
Yeah, for like I got it in like June. Something.
I've seen you.
Have I still got your Adam? Have I still got your
Exactly.
Are you going to give me back my Planet t-shirt?
No.
I've seen that in the washing rotation quite a lot.
Bring it round about April 7th.
What are they talking about? Oi, what are you two facts talking about?
He's got one of my t-shirts.
I've had his Punisher's t-shirt for nearly 2 years now.
Is that the one that's your Facebook photo?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that one.
Yeah, I know.
Back to Stu.
I can't talk too much about my week because it was all work, unfortunately.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt about it as well. But apart from that, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. Does anybody else here play Minecraft but James?
Yes.
Sort of, not really.
But
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Doesn't even know what it
I'm
is.
spending all my time in Dark Souls right now.
Okay, that's half my doing, so I'll allow you that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of hate you and love you at the same time for that.
It's a great game.
Before we delve too deeply into that, I want to do that the Beetlejuice thing. If you haven't seen it, the Beetlejuice Minecraft thing, you need to watch that.
The roller coaster, yeah.
Well, yes, we saw a video today of a roller coaster made in the theme of Beetlejuice, and it actually goes through the story of Beetlejuice as the film goes, different parts in order as well. It's very, very clever. We'll link that. Jesus, a lot of links.
It's the bottom of our podcast. It's going to be
It's going to be a
a
lot of
short
reading.
description of the podcast and then 70 links.
I feel like it's going to be more reading than there is podcast at this point, so be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very. If anybody's played Minecraft, they'll know just how intricate that is.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Yeah, but it is. I think it's more impressive that it's done on the 360 rather than the PC. I don't know. The rest of you think it's not my thing, but the way that it had to be meticulously done and built at that time, they can't edit and move giant bits of it.
That's true. Well, me and James have been playing Minecraft this week, but most of our games consisted of seeing how much lava we can put on a map before the game crashes.
But what we would do, we'd start off like, oh, we got big plans. Like when we made the wall and we built the castle and everything, and then you disappeared and made a plasma cannon in the sky and just started firing mine carts out of it. It gets to that level where you try too hard and then you just like start ruining it.
I just want to point out, I spent a good hour and a half on my plasma cannon, and I had the joy of flying out the end of it on a fucking mic. There were like 16 minecarts stacked up on top of each other, where I'd just been constantly going on my little roller coaster.
And then the fun of me building my castle and then you just destroying it and there's silverfish everywhere in it.
So anyway, games. Let's talk some games. Games?
We're talking games.
Oh really? I hadn't noticed.
But yeah, that's basically how seeing how you control each other through Minecraft. We should do it like a Minecraft.
This is good though, because Minecraft to me beforehand was described as basically, you build stuff.
It's giant Lego.
And you
Giant
survive these things at night, and then you
They're called
build more
crafts.
stuff. But it didn't seem all that great. But now I realise that you can do basically what you could do on Theme Park, on the Mega Drives. And
No,
Imagine
more than
if
that, you got more creative.
No. I mean, you could do stuff and basically decorate.
No, I think Lego was the most accurate
Yeah,
description.
imagine
Yeah,
you're a
giant Lego.
Lego-sized person building Lego.
Giant Lego with like mechanics.
Yeah.
Mechanical Lego. Meccano.
So if that's not Lego,
No, Meccano.
but
you know that's a thing, or you?
Yeah, Meccano.
okay.
Yeah, more like Meccano.
But
I thought
actually,
it was Meccano.
What did I say?
Basically, Lego, you had instructions that you could either follow or not. Meccano, you made whatever you want.
When I was a kid, we had a grey square sheet of plastic
yeah,
that had
hells
rivets in
yeah
it,
to that.
and then just a bucket.
That's
Yeah.
fucking 1980s
And it was
Lego,
just
that's
like,
why.
build the wall as high as you can.
Not the fucking Death Star or some shit.
Yeah, that's how high you can get it. Alright, now what can you do with it? I'll build a house. Don't have enough of the house. It's like no doors, no nothing, just colourful houses.
Step on Lego, die.
Stick on Lego, most painful thing.
Oh, the fucking no plugs. Stepping on an upturned plug.
No, Lego's worse.
Fuck you and your Lego.
oh,
Pregnancy.
No, I'm with Stu on the plug.
pregnancy.
Pregnancy out the window, Lego. Standing on Lego.
You've been pregnant and would know the difference.
I can tell.
So, Adam, the past week, what have you been up to, Sunshine?
We've already been
We
on
did
it.
that.
We've done
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I was
I
sorry.
marked my life that emotionally.
Stu, you're up.
Oh yeah, E3 I remember.
Too
I remember.
much scissor. That's what
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
I want to point out that Stu decided to make a drink today. In America, it's known as purple drank
Scissor.
or scissor.
No, purple drank. Scissor.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
I think it right.
No.
No, it's purple
It's
drink
purple
or
drink or
scissor.
scissor. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure I knew I was right.
It's
I
drank
drink
slash
too lots,
scissor.
so I don't care.
You've been drinking too much of it, I think, tonight.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's more orange drank.
Basically, this drink in America has been made illegal because of the ingredients put together in it, I believe.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Which is, we can't tell you, but it contains cough syrup, if you like.
I thought
Prescription cough syrup.
It contains cough syrup, if you like. it contains cough syrup.
It contains cough syrup. So Stu decided he would make his own version of this non-alcoholic drink with Calpol today.
No, Tesco's own
Excuse me.
Tixie Licks or whatever it's called.
Tesco's own awful Calpol. And I'll be honest, it's probably the worst thing I've tasted.
It's got fruit pastels in it.
Fruit pastels.
We don't have Jolly
It's got
Ranchers.
fruit
I'm not
pastels in
sure
it.
that fruit pastels and Calpol is a drink.
A drink, mate.
Yeah,
No.
You have to put lemonade in it, but I didn't have any Sprite, so I bought.
So we've
Tesco
gone
value diet
we've gone
lemonade.
from not divulging how to make it
To telling
from
you
giving
exactly how we
3
make it.
ingredients.
Yeah, but I've got
All
a
of
secret.
it.
I've got a
All
secret
of it.
ingredient in mind though.
It's a secret.
Whiskey.
It's Jack Daniel's honey, because I put it in there.
I thought it was be love or something.
A handful of liquid love.
Anyway, just so everyone's clear, it tastes like shit. It's awful.
Well,
It doesn't taste
All I-
good.
all I
Although
can
the Jack
taste-
Daniel's honey does make it taste a lot better.
All I
It's
can say
weird,
is
right there.
weird when Jack Daniel's honey makes something taste that much better.
Yeah, it really is.
Makes life taste better.
Oh, jeez.
I'm getting deep.
Look at his eyes, he's fucking off it.
If he
He's
says
glazing over it.
if he says
At
weird
least he's
things,
happy.
if he says weird things that don't make much sense, it's because he's scissored.
Off my twat on scissor.
Can that be a term? Like, as
That's
obviously
what it
we've got
is.
another term for cottaging right now, so scissor.
I don't think we established that there was another term for cottaging. I think I was just wrong.
Yeah, in a cottage or cottage. Let's not go back. But Stu's pretty drunk right now. He's pretty high on alcohol, if it's possible.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes,
Perfect.
this is a thing.
That's what it's called in England.
Alcohol.
Fuck you, drunk scissor up.
So to our
can't
two
be gangster.
American listeners, Kevin and Chris,
You ain't got shit on me.
Stu is testing your gangster on your purple
With
dragon.
£2.60's worth of ingredients.
And I don't think it's gangster. Justin Bieber drinks.
That's not gangster.
No, Justin Bieber drinks scissor.
Oh,
I'm throwing that out there.
Stu, for fuck's sake.
He's banned from
He's
the
wearing
country.
Lionel Richie, which is great, and then he drinks some of that Bieber
Look how
drinks.
sad Lionel Richie looks to be on his chest.
What the fuck am I doing here?
He's not saying
It's
anything.
because there's no rappers alive left after drinking that. Was it 5 dead, 7 dead?
It's because I've just told you what's in it. Why would you not think people are dead?
I like that he found people were dead and then just drank it anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
That's because secretly he's had enough, and he wants a way out. So
Let's not talk about suicide. That's pretty dark.
So this week we're on a dark subject.
Yeah, really?
Jesus. Okay, well we've talked about our weeks.
Yes. For a whole 45 minutes.
That was like 45 minutes, wasn't
It was about 20 minutes.
There's some
20
mad editing going on, yeah?
Yeah, there's
20 minutes into our lives of people who mean nothing to you, people who are listening, so
Brilliant.
that's fine. But we do want to talk about a couple other things in between that as well. We want to divulge into games a little bit later, and we'll pick up some of the suggestions we were given.
We'll do a spoiler alert, so when we're talking about games, the people that don't actually like the games or the podcast or talking about games, you can just stop listening. Just turn it off.
We don't want that.
Yeah, let's do that.
In fact, no, we won't. Yeah. Maybe we've already
Don't
talked about
listen to him.
But I think we should talk about
Capel.
things we've seen this week that we've enjoyed, whether it be on the internet, in the papers.
What's his face from Bullseye becoming the Pope?
What now?
Jim Bowen's the Pope.
what do
Yeah,
you call it? Face and balls, guy?
No, Bull's
I thought, I'll be honest, I thought he said face and balls.
Yeah,
Because
no, yes. I speak a little bit of scissor, and he said Jim Bowen has become the Pope.
What kind of dialect is that? Oh, it's Capalpable.
Capel. That's changed name again.
Alcohol
Every name's
gangster
coming
enough.
up for this in one session.
You couldn't rap about Cahalpahol, so you put Capalpahol. That sounds so much better.
If you can rap about alcohol, please do.
Yeah, we want to hear your freestyles.
I'm going to throw out next week is going to be the intervention to get him off the stuff.
Yeah, God, if you're addicted to this, I'm going to be so disappointed in you.
Really? It's probably the coolest thing I've ever done. Get addicted to something.
So let's talk about things we've seen or done this week that we particularly like. I know James wants to talk about some of the trailers he's seen,
Yeah.
but
I'm
does anyone else want to start first?
It's not on track. No, that's not on track.
Star Trek's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
let's let Stu go first because he's drunk and he'll just fall asleep.
Cool.
Go.
He's got nothing.
James made me a super sweet romantic mixtape and we listened to it in the car.
That's not really something you've seen, but you're all good with that.
Is that what you were asking for songs for? Was it?
No. Before this, I made him a mixtape. And before we got
Mixtape.
before we
Are you a tween girl?
before we had an auxiliary
How
cable.
you, like, so in the car you rented, you have a tape player.
No.
No,
It's a modern age, motherfucker. We've got a CD player up in the
I
car.
think mixtape is still an accepted
term for a
nomenclature for an album.
It got a whole lot easier with the invention of CDs because you just drag and
Don't
drop.
try and hide your Cornish accent
Hey,
with big words. What the
I
fuck was that?
What did he say?
Nomenclature, that's a word.
Nomenclature.
That's not how you say it.
I don't know.
It's not a word.
It is. Nomenclature.
If he said it with his regular
It's like
accent,
a
then-
Alcohol.
It's a word. It's the word that it's the naming.
It's a Cornish word for alcohol. Okay, sorry.
It's their money down there.
Please continue. What was on this mixtape?
It was the whole 4-minute long version of,
It had the
of
entire.
Deliverance, the whole scene, just the audio.
Yeah, the whole 5 minutes of the rape scene of Deliverance was the first track.
So, wait a minute. So not only are you playing this in gyms and fucking
Yeah.
where the police
Dancing
are,
around town playing it to anybody who will listen.
you've made a CD of it and put it on repeat in the car on the way to
And there was
work.
no,
The thing is,
there's
right?
that the English version, and then there's the Spanish version, which is hilarious.
Oh.
No, it's just because the squeals, because obviously it doesn't. It doesn't go. No, it's because the lip syncing doesn't work at all. So in the English bit, when they're doing the whole bit, they're still talking, and then it's like he's screaming in the video, but he's still going.
¿Dónde está lo que F? No comprende.
That was your mix CD. That's
No. It was just like because he.
So
doesn't
everyone
like-
else gets a teaser and he gets the full thing. So are you?
No, we don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No. But what I'm saying is Samson's getting. Extra
I get the
attention,
works, yeah.
Well, no, because
Special you.
Maybe you should be
What
careful.
are you talking about? Do you want to be groomed by James? Is that
No,
what you're
I'm pretty
asking
sure we
for?
started this conversation
It's
by
the
James
place to
possibly
be.
coming
He
out.
wines and
so-
dines me.
No,
So.
wait. You want James to come out to you?
Not to me.
What's happening here?
At the beginning of the conversation,
Mitch
I'm pretty
wasn't a
sure
good
we were talking about
coach.
getting James a woman.
No.
Oh,
that was the million conversation ago. We haven't talked about that for ages.
It counts.
Well,
Okay.
basically, the
You've been
mixtape was.
told.
Well, he doesn't like any music that I used to do really, because I listen to metal and like rock, the good rocks,
Stu, people can't see your face. You know that, right?
and he enjoys the hip hops, and I don't really know much of the hip hops, so I picked a load of stuff that I kind of knew, which is more like. And it's
Fat Joe and Shantae.
yeah, it's like if someone said to me, "Oh, I really like metal and rock," and then they put Nickelback and like really obvious bands on. It's like, oh no, yeah, it's Zeppelin. It's just like, yeah, they're really obscure, that kind of stuff. So I put on like Notorious B.I.G., like the one song I knew, Gravel Pit by the Wu-Tang Clan.
There was 3 Busta Rhymes songs.
I enjoyed Busta Rhymes, so I knew a bit about him.
And one of them involved the Pussycat Dolls.
Nice.
The Pussycat songs.
That's
wasn't
hip
it?
hop at its greatest.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing the hip hop community proud there, James.
Yeah, I don't
He's
like
representing.
I don't care much for hip hop.
Everybody.
It's like the one genre. The Living with You, it's got better because I've listened to more hip hop.
It's true.
But it's the one genre of music I just haven't got on with. I don't know why. I just don't get it.
You're a tad racist, maybe?
No.
Let's not get into how racist he is because we know that.
Very is the
Because we
answer.
could go out for
Very.
hours.
If it's the way that
He's not racist, by
No,
the way.
I'm not racist. It's the last time I listened
It
to
was
my
an
voice.
accident with the scissors in his bedsheet.
He's not
It's all
racist.
racism aside, completely. What else happened this week for you? So you only got made a mixtape. Oh, don't mind us. Are we boring you there?
Yeah, pretty much.
To your phone.
I just keep my finger on the pulse.
Right. Anyway,
I've
so
got a bit of a cold coming on. I think I need some cough syrup.
he's made you a mixtape. Anything else happened this week for you?
No, not really. I've kind of been through it already, but yeah.
Bear in mind, we're not talking about our weeks anymore. We're talking about things we've done and seen and we like this week.
No.
Nothing. Brilliant.
No.
Great.
Mitch,
What?
let's talk about things you've seen this week. You were talking about Star Trek trailer. James was talking about Star Trek trailer.
I saw the Star Trek trailer today. I think it came out today.
Yeah, the latest one came
Oh, is there
out.
another one?
The latest one.
Yeah, it came out this morning.
New one
Get
came
the
out today.
Times.
It's really good.
Benedict Cumberbatch looks like a badass.
Yeah, and the bit when you see the Enterprise fall out of orbit.
Ah,
Oh,
a little bit of sex week came out.
yeah.
I've
no,
yet
that
to
was-
see this
that was
trailer, so
really
now
good.
I'm
It's a
yeah.
good trailer.
That'll be the first thing I do after the podcast.
I gotta be honest. I after seeing
Can't believe William Shatner's in it still.
No.
just no. Yeah, I have my doubts about Cumberbatch in a Star Trek movie. He's a bit upper class gent for me, but looking at him in this trailer, he's immense.
Why can't I think of what else he's been in?
He was Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes. A lot of people liked him.
Well, the quote they're getting at is just like, you don't understand what you've done, I'll walk over all of your corpses.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
just looks like a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm yet to see this trailer. I
Mm.
saw the 2 trailers before it.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
You know the bit in the first trailer we see the Enterprise smash into the water?
Yeah.
It's got the extended version of that. And you just
Oh.
see that Enterprise falling apart as it's coming in and it's coming back into orbit. It's all on fire, smashes into the water.
It's something he does well, isn't it, Abrams? Is
Oh, big.
big,
Yeah.
fucking
Big budget
shit
explosions.
going out. Yeah.
Is it a film we're all looking forward to?
Yeah, I thought the last one was actually really good. I had doubts about the last one.
The last one was brilliant. The only complaint I ever had about that movie was it's the first movie that I've ever gone that it could really done without having Simon Pegg in it.
Really?
Simon
I really
Pegg
liked
is
him.
awesome in
In all fairness,
everything else.
the cast
like
on the
him.
whole is the thing I only had to question with the first one anyway.
He's not Scotty. No, everyone else was superb. I loved everyone else in that movie, but he was not right for Scotty.
Okay.
He really wasn't.
As previously not a massive Star Trek fan, I never watched the series really. I've seen a couple of episodes of old
Scotty's
series.
I was only New Generation, Next
But
Generation. New Generation?
yeah, I loved the Star Trek film. I thought it was brilliant. But like, I wouldn't know if he was a good Scotty. But I liked his character. I thought his character was really good in it.
He was too slapstick for Scotty.
Really?
He's like the guy where like he keeps the whole ship running. And I know it's right at the beginning when they're all meeting each other and all a bit ditzy and what it is. But like he's in the movie, like, there's always like, oh, I can't give you anything more, and then Kirk will say, I need another 20% out of it, and then
Give it all I can.
I'll give it all I can. Because like in one of the first movies, he says if he's teaching another engineer one of the movies, and he turns to him and goes, and if the captain ever asks anything, you say, I'm already giving it 100%, and then you say, oh, actually, you got another 20%. You know it, but you go, actually, no, I'll give you another 120%. It's like stuff like that, and that doesn't really come through. And that stupid alien friend he had. It was just annoying, like, get down from there, and there's a little Sandman person. It was really annoying.
Sandman person?
Yeah,
He looked like a fucking Ewok or something.
Yeah. And it was quite funny. It was quite funny that he had a Tribble in a cage in his little hideaway, because he was working on teleportation devices, and he sent the corporal's poodle, like, somewhere. But that wasn't... No.
So you didn't like Simon Pegg? That's a shame.
It's the first movie that I've seen, I did not Simon Pegg in it.
But you're okay with Carl Urban as McCoy?
Yeah, no, he was fantastic as McCoy. He was McCoy down to the T. He was great.
I hate seeing him in the film and then looking at him as Dredd.
Really? I love it.
He's good at Dredd, but
I think he's brilliant in Dredd, but then I look at him in Star Trek and I think...
No, he is McCoy. If you watch the original movie, they look alike, and they both have the same kind of voice, and they have the same personality. He is the perfect McCoy.
Yeah, look, what you said is exactly true, but I don't like looking at it. Certain actors, if they play one character really well, and then they play something different, I appreciate their acting skill is fantastic, but then it just kind of...
Well, let's put that to the test.
You don't see him in Dredd, you just see his jaw.
Let's put that to the test. Have you seen the Fantastic Four?
Yes.
And you liked the Human Torch?
The films weren't that good, but Chris Evans as an actor?
Yeah.
I think Chris Evans has got
Well,
some...
what about him in Captain America?
I think he did Captain America much better, in all fairness.
Funny, because I thought he did Johnny Torch a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. See you, right?
I'm not even getting on that one.
But that's not really what I was saying, because in all fairness, he's playing two superheroes. What I'm saying is an actor who plays two different characters, and if you fall in love with them playing that character, when you see them as something else, sometimes you think, oh, well, I prefer... Right,
okay,
perfect example, Daniel Radcliffe. You watch him in Harry Potter for 8 films, right?
Okay.
And you think, right, he's Harry Potter.
No,
I saw The Woman in Black in the cinema.
I don't have an intention to.
Alright, saw The Woman in Black in the cinema, which is a scary film. It's always
terrible.
jumpy. It's not a good film, but it's jumpy. It's, you know.
It's not.
And as soon as I saw him in the first dark corridor, I just looked at the screen and I just shouted out Expelliarmus.
Yeah, but that's
Because
more
he's
of a-
Harry Potter.
So
you know?
basically, someone's been typecast because
Yeah.
you've made it that way.
Yeah,
It's
he's more of a
just
typecast
difficult
character.
to pull away from that.
No, you have typecast him. He's tried to do many different things. Who's the other one? Frodo. What's his
Elijah
name?
Wood.
Elijah Wood. He did obviously the Lord of the Rings films, and then he did Green Street. I think it was.
Yeah, Green
And
Street was
everyone was
before
like, oh, I can't accept him on that because he's Frodo.
No, but he was
Green
brilliant.
Well, I knew him as...
Street.
I
He was
knew
brilliant.
Elijah Wood from other things before as well.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
been in a lot of movies,
Faculty.
Elijah Wood, before
And
that.
there's another one as well, but I'd already seen him in other stuff. Whereas
Oh, I
Radcliffe
see.
Radcliffe started obviously as a child actor from Harry Potter and came up that way, didn't he?
Mm.
Whereas if you get an actor who's already...
So Hermione, what's her name?
Emma
Watson.
Emma
So
Watson.
she same problem with Emma Watson.
So far, I mean, she hasn't done anything...
She just won an award for her last film.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
She's
her
just
last
hot.
one.
I mean, she's just hot. She's just hot.
Speaking of hot women, and I'm gonna get myself shot for saying this, but James has a thing for Chloe.
The girl, the hit girl.
Chloe Moretz.
Chloe.
Chloe.
whatever her name is.
Chick who's Hit Girl and
Yeah.
also in Dark Shadows.
I'll do some research next time. But Chloe M word something or other. Hit girl, we'll call her for now.
Hit Girl from
She was-
Kick-Ass.
Isn't she 12?
She was really young, but
She was then.
See, I had the same conversation. with
She
James.
is...
She's
she's 16 now,
She's
I
16,
believe.
yeah. James said-
seriously.
Can we just
I
ask
thought
how
she
old
was
James
older.
is?
James is 25.
No, I'm 26.
James is an exact decade older than this woman.
No, if you watch, the only reason I watched that Dark Shadows movie is because she's crazy hot in that. She is
She
really,
would be
really
15
hot.
in that as well.
Yeah, but she's really hot. She does not.
I don't care if she's 15, she's still hot.
So has everybody here seen How to Catch a Predator?
Take a seat. Take a seat.
So James, you were sending emails to
Chloe Mintz.
yeah, but
That's no. What?
Mince Platts is
Mince
what's
Platts
his name?
is Christmas Platts, which is
Christopher Mintz Platson. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
what-
He's
But if
plays
you look
Red
at
Shadow
it,
or whatever.
she has been made up to look older in those movies.
Well, that's okay
In that
then.
case, you should definitely fuck her.
Yeah. Chris
I'm
Hansen
not
will
saying
definitely
that.
not come looking for you.
She's hot. I don't mind. Whatever. She's fine.
Were you one of these guys who fancied the Olsen twins when they were flying
No.
around?
No.
Did you ever watch Taxi Driver?
No.
No. Okay.
Moving on, swiftly.
What about Leo?
Okay.
What about Natalie
No, yeah, I
Portman?
didn't know if you
Yeah,
were
but
going to
the weird thing with that
who
is
shot
she-
Reagan? Who's that guy? Who shot?
And Natalie Portman is hot in that movie. she's just Natalie Portman.
I am
She's
against all
like
of this.
7 in that
Yeah,
film.
but she looks.
Yeah, but he probably would have been.
Leon.
He would have almost been
the
7 in that film.
Oh, it's not them.
No, wait,
Guys.
hang on. To be fair, James would have been about that age in that.
Can we
when
make a
that
rule
came out,
right now
so-
as well? The louder you talk doesn't mean that you're the one who has to speak, alright? If someone's speaking, you let them speak. That's a rule now. Please continue.
No!
She hasn't changed. Like the way that her facial structure and everything hasn't changed.
She
in her
turned from
entire
a
life.
prepubescent
Are we
girl.
talking about Leon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's like a tiny little girl.
Like Leon.
Like
Because
7.
you look at her, she's
With
just like,
this
that's got Natalie Portman.
9, 12, 13-year-old girls coming on to like a 50-year-old man
Yeah, it's fine.
so that she can be a hit woman.
Yeah.
There's a link there. There's a tenuous link.
Chris Hansen, if you're listening to this, and
We've got a friend.
sincerely hope you are.
He's got a carrier bag with a bunch of beers and a dildo in it.
Do you know what? I would be so happy if Chris Hansen was a fan of this. I would quit. That would be fine with me. It's as famous as I need to be. But anyway, yeah, pass your child obsession.
So there's
What I
like
wanted
two
to get
things.
onto was
It's like, I'm not gay, I'm not a paedophile.
but you are a paedophile.
He's a gay racist pedophile.
There was certain.
She started this
in that
podcast
movie.
as being gay. and
Well,
now
okay,
he's a
I'll tell you what,
pedophile.
listeners. If you agree with what James is saying, then you should leave us a comment on our Facebook page. Because we'll be interested to see if anyone else in the world...
Yeah, if any of you wants to fuck a 7-year-old, if you could just leave a little comment at the bottom.
Leon, not like hit girl.
We're secretly helping the police catch paedophiles. Is this what this is?
Oh, he's giving it all away.
No, is it? But what I wanted to jump onto was Kick-Ass 2 trailer, because I've seen that. Has anyone not seen that trailer?
I have not seen the Kick-Ass 2 trailer.
Jesus, Stu, do you actually do anything of interest that isn't making shitty
If
mixtapes?
driving and or sleeping is interesting, yes, I
No.
do.
I think it's firmly established that driving and sleeping are not.
Okay, so...
As far as trailers goes, I'm only as far as the Super Bowl got me up because that's the last time I saw anything new, so I'm quite behind the
The
trailer.
Well, the Kick-Ass trailer.
Yeah,
No, the Red Band trailer.
You know,
the first
that
one.
thing
that
in
came
Oh,
out.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for a kick-ass, you mean?
No, I've not seen Kick-Ass.
So the only
You just
so
said
you've
you
not
saw-
seen any trailers since the Super Bowl?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Did-
Apart from games.
I don't even know what to say to you. Like,
But you just said yes. You've seen the trailer.
I thought...
No, I'm saying yes to him.
Oh,
Because I asked if you've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Right, no.
right. Established.
Okay,
I've
so...
not seen the trailer. I have not seen any film trailers since the Super Bowl.
Right.
Does your TV not work unless it's Super Bowl? What do you
I
do?
haven't watched a lot of TV or the internet because of you put me into Dark Souls. But I saw a game trailer. That's the only trailer I've seen since.
What game trailer?
It was Bioshock.
Yeah. God,
It's
that's
the first time I've seen a trailer of Bioshock, but we'll get onto that later because I'm pretty sure we're going to answer games.
Well, we're talking about Kick-Ass right now. Did anyone see the first film?
Yes.
James put your penis away. Stop
Stu?
masturbating over the floor. Yeah, it's all festival.
Okay. Adam?
Yes, I've definitely seen the first film.
Okay. And there goes the neighbourhood. So we've all seen the first Kick-Ass film. What do we think of it?
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is probably
Yeah,
his best.
something-
Yes, my favourite Nicolas Cage moments in any movie.
It's the only thing he's been good in, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh no, he was good in The Wicker Man.
The bit at the end he was, when he
We've already spoken about it. We'll try not to let James talk about this too much, but with Hit Girl, making her be as brutal and as vulgar and swearing and what as she was at times, that was
That's
pretty
sexy.
awesome. That's not what I wanted to get onto.
You didn't find it sexy as Hit Girl, did you?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh god.
She genuinely looks like a fucking 5-year-old.
Yeah. I don't think she's even meant to look sexy in that film. She's just meant to look like a kid.
Yeah.
She's meant to look like a
The
kid.
only, alright, fine.
Who?
Alright. The only thing that'll beat that is Ellen Page in Super when
James.
she's dressed
Yes.
Can I ask
She
you, James, can I ask you a question?
But Ellen Page is older.
In Chitty
Yeah.
Chitty Bang Bang, is the kid catcher your favourite?
He doesn't want the kids, does he? He hates children.
That's what he
So
tells
that'd be
you.
like the anti-version of me.
That's what he's putting upon the public, yes.
Can we move away from child molestation?
So I'm gonna be I'm just gonna go to Hollywood, stand around the studios going pies, noddies.
You remember the line? Jesus Christ.
He's based his life on it.
Would you like some ice cream, kiddies?
You actually look a bit like him.
That wouldn't look anything like the child catcher. He's a lanky, like pale man.
In fact, if
I'm a stocky little man.
we would have to meld you two together, literally. You are the child catcher right there.
So you're right.
Actually, is that what's happening this week?
Station!
Oh my god, bearded station! No, it's a mix of a paedophile and
Right, please, let's move away from children. From
3 people got that station reference. We're all certain here.
Oh,
I
wait,
think everyone got that.
did you get station? Yeah.
Yeah, Bill and Ted, right?
Right.
Everybody got it. Good.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
But,
He's on this page, he's there, he's alright.
Okay, so anyway, Kick-Ass 2.
Yes.
Good,
I haven't
good
seen the
trailer.
You like the first film? Are we looking forward to the second film?
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen the trailer.
Jim Carrey looks great.
Jim
now.
Carrey looks.
He looks nothing like Jim Carrey, but yeah.
In fact, it said I didn't know.
Yeah.
It does look hilarious.
Am I under the impression that the film is now based on a lot of people who are just being superheroes because they want to be?
No, the film's based on the comic, like the original one.
But no,
The idea is now that
Right.
the public has decided, oh, we'll all be superheroes. Is this not what this
That's
is?
pretty much what it is. Yeah, the premise is that
Yeah.
a lot they've made a load more people, and now the police are saying if you're in a mask you can get entertained, and it's basically Kick-Ass, Hit Girl, and Stars and Stripes.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but then like there's other in all the posters that are coming out. There's Mother Russia, and there's all these other people as well, and the son of the gang leader. That was
The
what was his
motherfucker.
name in the what was his name in the
Is
first
it Red
one?
Shadow?
The Red
No, Red
Mist.
Mist. Red Mist.
Yeah, he's now called the motherfucker. And he had a gimp mask on in the video.
Sidekick, James Butte.
Thanks, Stu.
The child
Never
catcher.
been-
You clearly cut that.
So the motherfucker and the daughter fucker.
The motherfucker and the child catcher.
Wait, is that
Or the
film happening
motherfucker
right now? Okay, so
We'll copyright that, shall we?
we can safely,
James the paedophile.
we can safely say that
Trademark.
we can't talk about films coming out because we just talk about
We
children.
ruined them.
No, I just said that I thought he goes, good, alright.
That's not what you said at all.
You look at this new trailer though, like they've
Hello?
they made her up a bit more.
Brilliant. So, any other film trailers that are out that we like the look of?
Well, I've only just seen the extended version of the new Evil Dead Red Band trailer.
Actually, isn't that supposed to be out?
Yeah, it's next month, I
It's,
think.
May? First week of May, isn't it? Was it last week of
Are we
April?
just going to guess?
Fine, yeah, no, Mayish.
No, it's
Is
in the
Bruce
next few
Campbell?
weeks.
Let's not go for exact
Not
dates.
watching.
Mayish.
Don't care.
What difference does it make if Bruce Campbell's in it or not?
The only reason I watch it was
Yeah, but there is
Oh,
going to
that's
be
not
another
true.
Evil Dead with him in it.
Bruce Campbell got famous because of those films.
Yeah, no, he's in
No one
both
gave a
those.
shit about him before that, so there was no reason to watch it in the first place by that logic.
they do now.
I didn't even know what to say to your idiocy.
I'm pretty sure everyone fell in love with Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead. Number 2. What I always called the remake of number 1.
But it is a
Purely
remake
for-
for
Everyone else called it that as well.
because it is. It's the exact same movie, but with a bigger budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? What?
Yeah.
Have you
Evil
just
Dead.
watched
There's
them?
Evil Dead, and then there's Evil Dead 2.
The first one was
but it's
banned
exactly
for
the
its-
same as the first one. There's 2
Yeah.
of the
Oh
same
yeah,
as
because I remember
movie.
that bit in the first bit where he cuts his hand off and puts a chainsaw there. Oh wait, no, that didn't happen.
That's 2
No,
and
no,
3.
the first one.
That's 2. Freeze the Army of Darkness.
Yeah, but the first one, and the first 2 are the same, pretty much the same movie.
They're not the same movie at all.
No, the same idea. Basically, the first one, it was a group of guys, and then they all got issues and stuff.
Issues.
It's the best.
Yeah, there's girls in it as
It's
well.
the easiest way to explain it without going into it. People will want
Go,
to watch
just
it and
go.
find out. It's the second one. He went with his girlfriend to the same place. Neither of them knew what happened, so obviously it wasn't a sequel because otherwise he wouldn't go to the same fucking house, would he?
Or maybe he would.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was girls in the first one.
Yeah, there was a group.
Yeah.
There was 2 guys, 3 girls.
And then there's the
2 couples in the old one out,
And then,
basically.
and then I don't know why I'm bringing this back up again. It seems to be a circle, but the bit when the woman gets raped by the trees, and then she gets
Basically, the one who wasn't going to get any back at the house went in the woods and got some from the trees.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
That's how it went down.
Anyway, Evil Dead trailer does look good. It looks quite brutal as well.
Yeah, no, because it looks like they've got the budget and the time that they wanted for the last ones. Like right at the end of the trailer when she cuts her tongue open with the switchblade and then just makes out with the girl, smearing blood all over her and vomits in her face.
That sounds lovely.
As long as it doesn't become torture porn, that's kind of...
It's pretty close. The extended trailer, she's pinning her down and vomiting blood into her face and then making out with her. I'm a big fan.
That's how I get down.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, trailer-wise, Iron Man 3 trailer, that extended one came out last week.
Did it?
Stu, you not seen that either?
I haven't seen that one.
So,
I have seen
the question begs, what do you do? What do you do with your life? Because the rest of us know what's happening in the world. You shut there in your bubble.
Dancing pony. What now?
Oh, of course, yeah. So if it's everybody seen the free advert?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The dancing shut the pony.
I keep getting messages about it.
Okay, put your hand up
Well,
if you find
that's
if you find that funny in any degree. Put your hand up.
Yeah,
Let's
that
do a show of hands on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
Mitch, put your hand up. Mitch, put your hand
Well,
up.
we can do a show.
We
of
invited
hands.
that guy.
And we can just tell people who put their hand up. But
No,
okay, say I if you find it funny. Stu, you can say I right now.
Can you fuck yourself?
Stu, I'm going to say it does amuse me.
Yeah, you and Adam have something in common there.
The first time I saw it, it put a smile on my face. The 40,000th time I saw it with the Bangra remix, kind of.
I've only seen the original, and
Yeah, there's a torrent. Of
the reason
now.
why it
There's
gets me every
loads of
time
them.
is purely as the bit where he walks backwards and he opens his mouth and you see his
Yeah,
teeth.
no.
That one bit,
Basically-
it makes me laugh.
Can I just throw this out there? 3 Network. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but is
to all those free execs listening, fuck you.
James is one.
I'm on 3.
In all fairness, it's
I
only.
love 3.
Let's face it, the free have got they've got a good. No, let's not go into this. This is about mobiles, but that's not. Yeah,
3's got the best.
That's
internet
completely
package
off
out
topic. But basically, they've done a really good advert that people go,
No.
let's go with free, and then they've only
It
got
was-
good internet.
Yeah, it's really good.
there. No,
and
the
then they
3's got the
spoiled
best
it.
internet.
Yeah, they've only got good internet.
Yeah, the phones are
Cool.
right.
Go from kick-ass to free, boom. Good.
Iron Man 3, the network. Yes.
Oh yeah, what a
Segue right there.
ham-fisted segue.
How did we get? No, we went to the pony. How did we get to the pony?
It's
a
all
free
him.
network. It's all relevant.
I saw the trailer of the new 3 advert.
It's not a trailer.
It's all lined
Right,
in the corner.
okay. Let's not talk about 3 Echo anymore.
No, it's not.
I think movie trailers are pretty much dead. So
I agree.
next.
Yeah, I think halfway through Star Wars you killed the movie trailers.
We didn't talk about Star Wars at all.
Oh, yeah.
Like not once.
Which
I
we're thinking,
know,
sorry.
That's what we'll bring it up now. J.J. Abrams has been
Ah,
as the director of the new Star Wars movie. What he's done with Star Trek,
No,
I think
no,
it's
tell you what,
fantastic.
I'm
What?
going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this out.
You can't. You haven't watched any trailers, so you're
Yeah.
I
bored.
don't need to watch the trailer for this because I saw the film. What nationality is Jar Jar Binks?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
Are we going to bring this out?
Why is this up again? Okay.
Because Jar Jar Binks is clearly
Let's ask someone who wasn't there for the conversation. Alan Penny.
Yes.
What nationality was Jar Jar Binks if there was a nationality
Yeah.
of a human? Have a think about that for
That's
a minute.
Bear in mind it's only an hour podcast.
It's not really a big question.
It is a big question.
Not really.
Let's face it.
He sounds like Jamaican.
He doesn't.
Thank you.
He doesn't.
He
He
does.
doesn't sound Jamaican even
He
in
sounds
slang.
That would be 3-0, Stu.
No, I see where Mitch is coming from.
Yeah.
He's got a kind of. It's.
Can you do the voice for me?
I cannot do the job.
Have a go.
Voice.
Have a go. Someone do the voice for me.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
That sounds Jamaican to you, does it?
Yeah.
No, the Jamaican accent.
Beer can.
So, if you're
So we're
Jamaican,
back on racism.
if you're Jamaican and listening, I'd like you to know that that's what Mitch, the Cornish guy, thinks of you. He thinks that's what you sound like. So, okay, Stu, do your Jar Jar Binks impression.
No.
Come on, do a Jar Jar Binks. You brought it
That's
up.
pretty much what you said.
What,
Do it.
beer can?
Yeah. Because he's Jamaican. That works.
James?
You do a really good one, and then do your comparison with...
Oh,
If, right, if JB can do a decent Jar Jar Binks impression, that might help us.
That might help Adam do his.
Yeah.
What's
No,
his
but,
Well, I want to try and figure out the nationality.
basically, the last time that we went to Mondo Monday, which is, if you're not in Plymouth, it's basically kind of like independently
It's
run.
an American
so-
phenomenon. It is. It's
Yeah,
cool.
but
It's
not,
different.
they're not from Plymouth, are they?
No, true.
They weren't here with us.
In
We had after we were talking about how Stu wanted Star Wars, we played there. We don't ever have because it cost too much. Then we got on to the conversation about how all of the different races were based on
Loosely.
not loosely, some of them dead on. Like the Trade Federation
Like Jar Jar Binks.
was the Asians. But it was
Wow.
Trade, The Trade
No,
Federation.
I get it.
It's got they sound Chinese, don't they?
Chinese.
No, I get it. I can get that. Yeah, I can go with that.
Oh, what
Cool.
would you say there? Oh, Korean?
I would say none. I would say
Really?
So you're
I would
saying
say
Jar Jar Binks
I would
sounds
say if
like
you're going to
he's-
base them,
I said Jar Jar Binks sounds Jamaican, yeah,
Right.
or at least Caribbean of some.
Well, the more we're talking about it and the more I'm playing his voice in my head, I would have said Barbados as his point of...
Yeah, okay, Caribbean.
Barbados. It's Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean.
It's when... no, I'm going to only go on that is you listen to Rihanna.
someone do a Jar Jar Binks accent right now.
Oh,
You have the internet.
Come on, do it.
That's a good point, you do
I
have.
don't want Jar Jar Binks for real. What do you guys tell me what you sound like?
this is it. It's like Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
Now do a Jamaican accent.
Mr. Jamaican!
Mr. Sanka. Mr. Have a Lucky Egger.
We have a bobsled team.
I feel like we watch very
I don't.
difficult running films.
The only difference is the problem that they're doing it there is that they're putting all Jamaicans with this now high pitched voice, whereas they actually just don't.
Sanka, you said that?
Yeah, man.
So that was Jamaican.
Yeah, what Stu just did. That's.
And that was stereotypical Jamaican.
That's
I've never
Well, that's
heard
the whole
Jamaican.
thing, isn't it? They're not that guy over there. Is
Well,
that
that's the best
Jamaican?
thing about it. What you did was stereotypical Jamaican. What he did was Gungan. Completely different.
No, they communicate on a level because they're the same.
Communicate on the level, they're the same.
What's the name of the big Gungan guy?
Boss Nas.
Boss Nas.
Boss
yeah.
Nas. He's pretty Caribbean.
It's pretty Caribbean.
Well, I disagree. If anyone agrees with them,
Remember earlier when we said racism aside?
it's too late now.
We're balls deep in this now.
It's too late.
You
mate.
cannot
Like
deny,
James
you cannot
in a
deny
4-year-old.
that the Trade Federation guys have a very Asian kind of way of speaking.
I would agree.
It's the stereotypical kind of.
I'll
we're not
agree
pinpointing
that they seem
something.
to be based on an Asian ethnicity. Yes, I can agree with that. But I would never pin them down to a race ever.
Why not?
Because that's racist.
That is pretty racist. Oh, they sound like all Chinese people trying to talk English. Yeah, that's.
I
Pretty
never
racist.
said that, Stu. You brought that out.
You said Chinese.
The thing that you're doing now is if you look at the Gungans, right now look at the I forget what they're called.
Jamaican box
in Avatar. What are they called in Avatar? The
Naboo?
The Avatar.
No,
Navi?
the Navi, that's it.
Naboo
Wait,
was in.
Naboo Star Wars again.
If you-
That's where
not-
the Gungans come from.
Not the guys who actually go into like the avatars and be Navi.
The actual blue vote.
Yeah, the actual Navi race.
Yeah.
If you listen to them, they all sound like they're from a particular area as well. And then if you obviously, but then you look at the actors. If
I
you're playing
literally
those-
have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, you're talking about Jar Jar Binks and what nationality he is, yeah?
No, they are.
They are, whatever. you're the whatever.
You saying out this one.
I'm saying they do not sound Jamaican.
Okay, so where would you say that the Navi and Avatar are nationality?
They sound like Navi. They have their own race.
Stu has no imagination.
Yeah, you can't-
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
Dead
what,
from the waist up
that's what this is.
and down.
Imagination.
Yeah. I don't live in imagination land where Gungans are Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome to Imagination Hour.
Imagine a Gungan bobsled team. Then that'd be awesome.
Oh god. So Gungan bobsleigh team.
Basically, because Walt Disney have taken over Star Wars now.
Oh.
Am I right with this?
Yeah.
Is this-
So
is this-
there's going to be all
is
these Wii games out now, right? Or
To be
Wii
fair,
games.
with Disney being... Disney make cool runnings, right?
Yeah, it is.
They could totally have
They could do
a
it.
Gungan bobsleigh team.
That's a Mario
You know-
Party
you know
minigame
the-
I want to play.
There you go. Then. I'll
The
tell you
next-
what.
the next Wii Sports.
I'll admit you're correct when they do the Gungan bobsleigh team. All right.
Do you know what game
Someone
it
get
could
Luke
turn up
something.
in? It could turn up in Kingdom Hearts.
What, the Gungans or the Jamaicans?
All of it. They could have.
That's a
If
good point.
it's owned, if Disney
Oh,
owns
can
Cool
you
Running
imagine
and it owns Star Wars, Kingdom Hearts is the perfect platform to do
Sanka in the
it.
next Kingdom Hearts
Sanka and Jar Jar Binks.
throws a bobsleigh.
That's the only game that they will turn up in. Will be Kingdom Hearts.
He's a summon. The whole Jamaican bobsleigh team.
That would be awesome.
Then he brings John Candy up from beyond the grave.
Oh god.
The girl of bobsleigh to summon him.
Oh, yeah.
What, but the Lion King fucking soundtrack.
What else are you going to sing?
Do that,
That's
well.
Jamaica, right?
Rafiki just drags him out from hell, dragging John Candy out of hell because he obviously didn't go to heaven.
It is time.
Just Jamaicans.
It's like an A4 like pitch printed out from something with blue tack on it. Across John Candy's head.
start buying that Kingdom Hearts.
That's not the best Kingdom Hearts ever.
Imagine the boss fights in that shit. You got John Candy versus James L. Jones to start playing.
Oh man.
So J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, well, what I was trying to get to was, I think that what J.J. Abrams has done with Star Trek, I think that he's going to do a great bit of work with Star Wars.
I'm glad,
Okay.
I'm glad
think
we
it's
finally got to that.
Yeah, that's what we
comment.
got. I think everyone says it's going to be a very run-of-the-mill, tick a little box to don't piss off any fans kind of movie. But I think Abrams will do a really good one, rather than just go, oh, there's a Leia reference, there's a Han Solo reference, oh, Jar Jar Binks is quiet, oh, here's the Ewok. I reckon he's going to actually do a really good movie, rather than just play up to everyone's tick boxes.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
What do you think, Stu, as a Star Wars fan who doesn't know anything about J.J. Abrams?
I'm holding my own opinions until I see what happens.
But look at these
Oh,
things.
That's very fence. Yeah.
But look at the
Oh, I
Avengers
want
movie.
to see what. I'm not. In an ideal world, as a Star Wars fan, I would like to see some other references to other characters, for example. But
What
then,
would be your ideal Star Wars film then?
What, as a spin-off or as a part of the
Oh, it's the
fleet?
next
No,
one.
as the
That's
next
episode 7, isn't it?
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half of
Well,
Darth Vader just lying there.
Leia is confirmed as coming back, so she'll definitely be in it.
Basically, he doesn't know what to do about Yoda.
Yoda's dead.
Yoda is
by this
dead.
point. He died in the
Yeah,
last
but
film.
he can. I mean,
I think you'll
he'll
find
be
he's
able
not
to-
dead. He's
He's
become
blue.
one with the Force.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
dead and he's
Well.
become one of the...
Did you see
He
him
died
dead?
and became one of the Force.
Did you see him dead? No.
Yes.
It's by the end of the movie.
Actually,
He disappears.
Disappears and withers away.
Yeah. You didn't see him dead though, did you?
No, he turns up as a blue ghost, for fuck's sake.
in all
He's very
fairness,
dead.
you see both Qui-Gon and Yoda both die, but there's reference to Qui-Gon being one with the Force and doing what Obi-Wan and Yoda do. Yoda you see die. Obi-Wan you never see die.
Is
He
doesn't?
just disappears.
What fucking happened to Yoda, you
Yeah,
muppet?
they all disappear.
But
They
first-
And Yoda was a Muppet,
But-
funny enough.
No, but the difference is that Yoda actually kind of,
No, he disappears.
I believe he
Disappears.
like died and faded out.
He went to
Whereas
bed.
Obi-Wan
Just
just
had a lightsaber through
instantly
him and disappeared.
Yeah. I don't think the two can compare very well because Yoda was dying of old age anyway, so he was going to die.
It's just a bit
But at the same
convenient.
time, Obi-Wan was going to die because he had a lightsaber for his chest.
Well, he chose that.
I'm pretty sure Yoda chose to die as well because his Luke was his last hope for the Force.
Which is pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, bad choice. Idiot. Actually, no. If you read the books afterwards, it was a good choice.
Yeah, I think the best way they can go is to start following, or to segue through 7 to 9 through the kids, right?
Yeah, which is dangerous because kid actors are fucking pain of shit. I hate kid actors.
Well, it depends on where you pick them
Are
up.
you an angel? I like pod racing.
I was under the impression that the
fucking awful.
Point.
I was under the impression
Did you
that
find Junior
after
Anakin
the
sexual?
original
No,
films,
because he's a
that,
guy.
I was under the impression that Luke was to go bad at some point.
That's
No,
a
he
long
goes.
time away.
Yeah, he goes
That-
bad because it's the only way that you said it before. It's the
Yeah,
only
he-
way that he can control the Empire. He has to be evil.
No, it's not that. It's he goes bad, so he learns both sides of the Force. It's the book.
But then he goes-
I don't think Disney would do that, but I would like to see that.
Well, Disney have done some weird things.
They did Avengers. They did the Avengers
In fact,
movie.
yeah,
That
well,
wasn't-
they
they keep
backed
up-
it. They
It
backed
was
the money
dark,
was
but
there.
it wasn't dark. Let's face it, with the
It was
Avengers.
pretty dark.
I don't know if you watched the film, but Hulk picks him up by his leg and smashes him across the floor.
That
Yeah,
was
and
dark.
then-
That
yeah,
was
it's-
cartoony.
Still quite dark.
Yeah,
It's quite
exactly.
cartoony.
No, but
Yeah.
the other bit, the Hulk grabs one of the plates off one of those flying whale things, jams it through its head, and then summons a fire lightning through its brain and blows its brains out.
I'm gonna spoiler alert mine because just in case anyone hasn't seen the film,
If I've ever seen it,
Coulson,
now,
if
it's
it's seen the
their fault.
Avengers,
Yeah,
yeah, idiots.
Spoiler alert here.
Coulson's death, pretty dark.
Yeah, Coulson, that was
What was
pretty.
that dark?
It wasn't really
That
dark.
was dark because
It was.
you got a
sad.
lovable. You
It
got
was
a,
emotional, but it was not
because
dark.
you see him in all the. You see him in all
You
the
haven't seen the
characters.
Avengers either, have you?
Yeah.
Well, you have nothing to say about this.
He's in all the other movies, and he brings them all together, and you see him in all the other ones, and he's like the nod.
Are you Slizzard?
I think he kind of is.
Wasn't there a song about you called like a G6?
You got Jazzy Fizzle over it.
The Jazzy Fizzle.
Jazzy Fizzle and like a G6.
Yeah.
Right, we're getting quite into this, so let's go into the suggestions that we've been given for gaming.
Yeah, that's right. I think we should leave films there. Thanks for ruining another one, Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah, seven balls.
What was the suggestions? You had
Gaming
you had-
Guilty Pleasures is the one that I liked.
Okay. Are we talking about games that are guilty pleasures or just gaming guilty pleasures? As
Games
a
that you
thing?
play that you probably wouldn't ever admit normally in a normal forum that you enjoy.
Okay,
you do
mine
enjoy.
is 100% going to be Nier.
Near the third person kind of.
The weird puppet one.
I don't
He's
know.
got a little deep, like weird little puppet.
There's a book.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I played the.
It was a SquareSoft game.
That's right.
It was a Final Fantasy-esque game, but it did terribly in the charts. But genuinely, I fucking love that game. I can't bring myself to complete it because I love it that much. Like, genuinely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
You guys?
My guilty pleasure is mobile games.
Oh, fucking Candy Crush.
Candy
again.
Crush.
Fuck you.
No, not just that.
And your Harlem fucking Shuffle.
Shake.
Shake, Harlem Shake. Yeah, just
You realise
Just
he's going to
in
make a
general.
game Harlem Candy Shuffle now.
just in general mobile gaming. I just download shit to my phone. And I will play that constantly.
Try New Star Soccer if you haven't already.
New style soccer.
Guy won a video game BAFTA for it, and it was one guy made it on his own, and he beat FIFA, and he beat Formula 1, and he beat
That's
Nike
pretty
Connect.
impressive.
One guy, and it's got over 100,000 downloads on Android alone, and it's on iOS as well.
Yeah, but football games aren't real games, are they?
It's not really a football game, it's kind of like a quick time event, but
Yeah, but
Sorry.
Quick time. Well, not back to rapey quick time events. Let's move on. Adam, gaming guilty pleasure.
oh, his gaming guilty pleasure is
Hello Kitty
steal
fucking Roller
books.
Rescue.
That's a collection. That's not a guilty pleasure, though, is it really?
What is a guilty pleasure for you then?
I think.
Don't take too long to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really had a guilty pleasure of a game apart from there was a PS1 game when
You played The
PS1
Simpsons, not The Simpsons, the Family Guy game, didn't you?
I did, and it was terrible.
Okay, that was a pretty guilty pleasure, wasn't it?
You mean, you said
No, I
guilty
played it to see if it was any good, and
Even
there-
after I told you it was really terrible.
yeah, I mean there was a lot of laughs
Did
in
anyone think
it.
that was going to be good?
I played it for
That guy.
the reason. I played it
Just
for the
walking around
reason
with a
of
cold cut.
was it going to be funny, and it literally played like playing
Well,
the Simpsons
I
games.
know of.
but-
Alright, we'll come back to you, Adam.
Yeah, thanks.
James?
It'd probably have to be Persona, that whole series of games.
Yeah, that's guilty pleasure, is it?
Well,
It's a hipster game.
It isn't, and it is. No, because it's
It's
so
hipster.
it's
That's
so
true.
awful. Like, if you haven't played the game, basically you play either a school boy or girl,
No,
yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay,
Here we
Christ.
go again.
and in the day you have to go to school, you have to make friends, you have to do your homework, and you have to revise a test. But at night you're like a demon fighter, and the way that you summon Aeons is
Aeons?
Yeah, they're like Aeons, is by connections to your life. So if you're really smart, you've done your homework, you get a more powerful, like, the study demon, and vice versa. If you're more powerful athletic, you get other ones and other ones. And the way you summon them is you shoot yourself in the head with a gun, and you like literally blow your brains out, and then the other side of it comes out, and then it summons, it fights for you.
I don't
But-
think this is a guilty pleasure. I think this is how your life has developed.
But it's this.
What?
Whoa, that's my.
What?
Into school children and summoning things and yeah.
What have you been summoning?
I don't know.
Persona 4, that's definitely, it sounds very Japanese.
Yeah, but because it's like you have to listen, because there's bits in it when you're in the daytime. You have to listen to the classes. You have to go to the class, and they have a class. You learn about history, and then it's like you can go skip or learn in the class. And if you hit skip, it goes fall asleep in the class, and you don't win the quest. And then at the end of the year or the end of the term, there's a quiz and a year like passing grade. And if you don't get high enough, you either have to resit the year, or you lose points. So like there'll be some bits where you'll be like, alright, and then you like if you do anything like that, you're too tired to go out fighting at night. So then you have to go to bed. So sometimes you're like, oh shit, I've got to study. And literally you have to go, I've got to study, I can't fight. And then you're studying and then you get your grades up. But then you become weaker in the demon world, so you're fighting through the demon world, you're too weak because you've been studying too much. But then you have to go out and you've got to make friends.
This
You've got
doesn't
to
sound
friends
like
with
a
people.
game.
And you've got to date, you've got to go out on dates, you've got to have a job, and you've got to work a job sometimes as well. And you've
What's
it's,
this Persona, which one?
all of the Persona games you've got to do this.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds
Yeah.
like fucking.
It's shit.
Oh my
It
god.
sounds like a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of
It
stuff.
sounds,
It's
it sounds
really,
like a shit life
it's really,
by playing shit computer games.
it's
Stu,
not shit.
You
It's
play
quite good.
Football Manager.
Yeah.
What is your guilty pleasure, Steve?
I don't know. I was thinking
Oh,
about this when we got this. This was the first suggestion that we got via the Twitter thing. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and obviously the Sims thing comes up. Just thinking about it then, the South Park game on the N64.
Oh, that was brilliant. That's not guilty. That's an
Yeah,
awesome
but it's
game.
got slagged off, didn't it? It was like 4 out of 10.
Well, because other people saying off doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
guilty
yeah,
Is that the
pleasure.
one with the snowballs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I played that.
And I finished that.
Yeah, I finished that.
And the other one I was thinking of is Super Off Road on the NES. It was like literally they
It's not a
did.
guilty pleasure.
That's
This is
not-
a
I
good
like
game.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I can't think of anything.
I'll
I can tell what
give
yours
it
is.
that.
Your guilty pleasure is Football Manager.
No, it's not.
It is. That's
No.
a terrible game.
You,
It's the most
might
played
not be guilty
PC
about it.
game without online fucking bollocks.
You should be guilty about it.
yeah, that's it. You might not be guilty, but you should be.
Why?
Because it's terrible.
terrible.
It's not a game. It's numbers.
I can't name a football fan that doesn't play it apart from twats.
I can.
Who?
Michael
He plays it.
doesn't.
He does.
He's lied to you about it.
You fully named it.
Me.
He's
Yeah, you're a twat.
He just installs it.
Adam Penny doesn't play it.
No, I have two guilty pleasures that I just thought of. Every year, even though they still get worse, I've been playing the WWE games just because.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
play them
pretty-
as well. I'm pretty
they're
guilty.
pretty
It's
terrible.
just
Guilty for that.
because
They should have
I
stopped
watch
at
it.
No Mercy.
No, the first few SmackDowns were pretty cool.
No.
Up until
SmackDown 2 was the best WWE
after the
game of all time.
second PS2
No,
game
No
was
Mercy
okay.
better.
But when it got
Which one?
SmackDown versus
Yeah,
Raw, it
it's
kind of
64
started.
on Mercy.
No, SmackDown 2 was the best game.
Mm.
The best WF game ever.
Nope.
The
It
first,
was.
the first one on the
Universally.
PS2 was cool.
Just no.
Shit, you play Football Manager. Again,
The second
your
one, you got
opinion's
the tag team moves where you could do that the 3D and you could do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hardy Boys
The
double
PS,
swanton
the first
bomb stuff.
PS2 one was cool because
That's
you like, your
SmackDown 2.
clotheslines
Yeah,
connect.
it's- yeah.
Your clotheslines connect, and you had the better intros, obviously, slightly better graphics, and you could get 8 people in the ring, which was.
Can we just all agree that there hasn't been a decent wrestling game since
Actually wrong.
play PS2 era?
The last one was pretty good.
What,
No,
13?
no, no, that-
The 13's not bad. It's
I played
they've made
13.
it so real that it takes so. It
I like
used
it
to
'cause
be you jump in, you kick some ass. It doesn't take. You don't have to connect all this technical crap. You just jump straight in.
Roll up into place, you kick some ass and you leave.
You could literally pick someone up, powerbomb them straight off. You didn't
Stone
have to.
Cold Steve.
Right, I'll grab this person. I'll tap this button to put them in another hold. Now I'll pick them up. Now I'll powerbomb them. Beforehand, it was right up and circle, fucking done. And now they've made it.
boring,
No, they've made it really technical, and they
Not
made
like
it.
wrestling is. Wrestling's pretty technical.
No,
that's cool.
they've made it too
Are you telling
real.
are you telling me that like wrestling games have now become too difficult for you?
Not difficult. they,
There are 4 buttons.
when their PEGI rating is.
Yeah, it was a game that I
6
used to want to pick up and play. You know, it's something you could put on, like Mario. Pick it up, put it on, just play it easy, straightforward. Yeah, done what I want to do, turn it off for a bit. Now takes fucking like 10 minutes to have a decent match to make it even fun.
Well, the last one's good. 13 was good because it goes for the WWE.
I didn't like it. I played it. I didn't like it.
What
What
was
was
the Attitude Era?
It's better than the
the
last
All
two.
Stars one was good. That really ridiculous one.
Ah,
where you
yeah,
did
All
All
Stars
Stars
was
lands
fun.
and you flew miles up in the air.
So I can deal with that. Yeah.
All Stars was cool.
It's really
Yeah.
stupidly over.
I think that's the only way that wrestling games will ever work is in the fact that it's ridiculous by nature, isn't it? It's showman bollocks. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the only way it will work. Because if you take it seriously, it's then becomes retarded because of it.
I finished Tomb Raider. I'm gonna throw that out. That was pretty brilliant.
My sister finished it in like 4 hours or so.
It was pretty quick.
Did
Yeah.
she,
yeah.
did she
But-
beat you? Was that quicker than you?
Sorry.
Did your sister do it quicker than you?
Yeah, I think probably she did.
How-
Yeah.
Do you want to
I thought it was pretty amazing. I thought it was. I thought story wise, probably my favourite game.
I'd say it's the better
on the 360.
because that is the second reboot this year, isn't it? With DMC being the other one.
DMC, yeah, I
would
didn't play
say
DMC.
that.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
Tomb
Devil
Raider's
May
the better
Cry.
story.
That's a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I don't know if it was.
It's not
It's
really
Comic
Tomb Raider
Christ
again, is
constantly
it?
pounded in the background.
Yeah, I think that's what did it
Yeah.
for me. The soundtrack was really fucking good.
Yeah.
That and I genuinely like this Dante more than I like the original Dante. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No?
I liked him in the first Devil May Cry, and then 2 and 3.
No, he's a douchebag. He's a douchebag in all of them. But in this one, at least he's a
He's
douchebag
the kind
in
of-
life.
But it's the kind of douchebag I like.
Yeah, but in this one, he's a douchebag I like in this one. But Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. He's a fuck. I remember the bit where he's in his office, like skinning on the floor and fucking.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
It's because like was it Devil's May Cry awesome? Well, you go wrapped it dead.
Yeah,
It's like, hey baby, when you're this cool, nothing bothers you.
cool. All right.
Sorry, real quick. My other guilty pleasure. Well, I'm thinking of it. PS1 game called Chase the Express.
Yep, that sounds like a guilty pleasure to me.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
awful.
I can confirm. We all agreed. Let's get off games because we've done this again. We want to quite some time.
Yeah. Well, one question we were asked is to describe our sex lives.
Were we?
The title.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
this is genius.
The title of the game.
Oh, well.
So back to games.
Oh, yeah. So this is my guys said this, didn't they?
I don't know who said this, but
Yeah, no, it was one of your
Yeah.
members of staff.
So describe your sex life as a title of a game, James. Or do you want me to do
Mine. I mean, we already did it before. Mine's Far Cry. It's Far Cry or it's Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark is definitely
It's one of those two. It's gotta be.
I was going to say James also goes to Neverwinter Nights.
Nights. Let's just all laugh at James's loneliness.
Or alternatively, Super Punch Out.
I quite like Fear.
I'll go with Tiger Woods PGA Tour 98.
What?
Exactly, that's no reason. No reason.
I can't even think of anything.
But there's ones that you can say because they're funny, but then...
Well, just fucking say it.
Well, funny ones are things like, the obvious ones, Call of Duty and Battlefield.
They're hilarious.
Dear Adam's girlfriend, your sex life has been described as a battlefield.
Mitch, I've got one for you. Parasite Eve 2.
Well, just Parasite Eve.
Because we've only got 2 up there.
No, in that case...
and Stu's is definitely Rage Race.
Destruction Derby.
Stu's is Guilty Gear.
James, this is Construction.
Stu's Street Fighter, obviously.
Since I've come out, it's now going to be Band of Brothers, Blood in Blood.
Stu's is actually Tomb Raider.
I've got another one. No, another one for James. James and his Katamari.
That's not a game, is it?
Well, me and my Katamari is.
James and my Katamari.
Get your hands off my Katamari, Jesus Christ.
Really? Because I thought yours was Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
Let's extend this silence.
Oh my god.
How did you know how badly that did me
Get
wrong?
the joke about the speed of his sex.
I thought it was blue and spiky.
You meant to describe it with the title, not the style of the game.
Adam's Pokemon
So the
stuff.
title is meant. How can you not understand such a basic fucking concept?
It's just Hello Kitty roller whiskey.
Mine's Bully.
With no particular reference to anybody in your life, Canis Edit also works.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
come
about.
on.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Do you know what that means?
I didn't hear what you said.
Canis Edit.
No.
Dog eat dog.
Mine could also be Final Fantasy.
Mortal Kombat 3.
More.
Don't go for the first one, never.
Aggressive inline.
That works. That's more like James in primary school.
James is Wipeout.
So, listeners,
Actually, I saw a game of the week today, which I didn't even know existed. It's the Ultimate Red Ball Challenge.
What is that going to do with anything? Jesus Christ. Adam, I'm going to think of one for you too. Adam,
Can we not just read game titles off of Stu's
no, you
collection?
can't. That's how it goes down.
yeah, Stu, yours is Guitar Hero 5.
I prefer DJ Hero 2.
Big brutal legend.
Right, so anyway, this has been like 3/4 of an hour now,
Yeah.
and Adam's still struggling to find one that's funny. Just looking for another title.
There's plenty of them.
House of the Dead 2.
Noir.
Yeah. Lenore.
Swinginess.
Home Alone.
Well, by the sounds of it, we're starting to lose steam quite a lot here.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably wrap this up here.
Really?
It's been emotional.
We don't have to if you don't want to. If you
Well,
got
we go
something
straight
to
to,
talk about.
go straight to episode 3 if you want, James.
No, I think we did what we did last time. It's a bit of stuff and then just.
Can I just ask who killed Tupac?
Yeah, I think we need to finish on this.
Are we back on this again?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't Biggie who killed Tupac.
Kurt Cobain killed Tupac.
Kurt Cobain. It was
While
like a-
riding show guy, yeah?
James, who killed Tupac?
I heard it was Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls, Biggie
So who
Smalls.
killed Biggie Smalls?
I heard it was
Tupac.
Cher.
Cher killed Biggie Smalls.
Yep. That's how she got become popular. Turn back time, all of that.
Well, that's what that song's about.
Yeah.
She wishes she could turn back the time and
Because
bring
she
it back.
killed Biggie Smalls. She
Yeah.
didn't mean to. She was in too deep with Tupac.
So who killed Kurt Cobain?
Show guy.
I think loneliness killed Kurt Cobain.
Loneliness.
But even though he was married.
Yeah, but he was married to fucking Courtney Love.
Yeah.
You'd want to be married to that.
That's a good point. Well made. Fair enough. Well, on that note, I think we're going to leave it there. This has been podcast
This has been
it's been a podcast.
This has been the
Life
podcast with people.
You're awesome.
Of the internet.
This has been Life After Gaming. From me, Stu. And Stu, James, Adam, and Mitch bid you adieu. And we'll
Bye.
see you in 2 weeks.
Godspeed.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't think you're coming back.